What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we are going to be talking about marketing to for sale by owner or FSBO listings for real estate investment deals, as well as just my general opinion on the FSBO industry. Now, believe it or not, I actually come from a background in FSBOs, more or less. When I was first getting started in the real estate world, my principal broker actually told me, he said, look, if you want to get a lot of recognition behind your name, have a lot of recorded sales behind your name, what you should do is market to FSBO properties, because that list is oftentimes freely available on like FSBO.com or Craigslist or different sites like that. So if you market to FSBOs and say, look, I'll list your property for free or for $100, I just want to get a recorded sale behind my name. Oftentimes, FSBO sellers were pretty receptive to that because, their property would get more exposure, and then all the calls would still be handled by the seller. All the negotiation would be handled by the seller. The seller would still be doing 99% of the work. It would just be me that, I guess, would get some type of credit for it. And so my principal broker, he was a pretty sneaky guy. He would say, the next year after you do all these sales, you can basically tell everybody that, hey, you sold 50 million or 100 million. You were probably like the top agent in the entire area, which is actually how he kind of got started in this business. Now, it's probably not the most ethical way of presenting yourself as a top real estate agent, even though you just did FSBO listings. But I learned a couple things from doing these listings. The first thing I learned was that most FSBO sellers are completely unrealistic about their price. So when I don't know how many listings I did, maybe it was like 50 or even 100. And the chances of these properties selling, even when I listed them on the MLS, was like 25%, or it was like some stat that was like just shockingly bad. Like very rarely did these properties actually sell. And most of the times it was almost always a price issue. Sometimes the house, the pictures that they would send me would be like blurry iPhone images with like their finger in the photo and things like that. But for the most part, it was a price issue. And I remember one guy, he was even saying like he hadn't had too many showings or too much interest in the house, and the property had been listed for, like 6 months or just something crazy. And he was like, you know what? We're going to create some curiosity in the marketplace. We're going to increase the price of our house by $25,000. That way, all the buyers out there will be curious as to what's going on. Or I don't remember his rationale behind it. But it was things like that. Like I got a lot of weird inquiries like that, and I just found FSBO sellers, generally speaking, I'm sure there's some FSBO sellers out there that sell their property quickly, sell it at the right price. But generally speaking, they were not the most realistic sellers out there. But I think one thing that is good about for sale by owners is because there's such a high quantity of for sale by owner properties out there at most times, what you can do is you can start practicing doing marketing to them, or even practice negotiating with them. So, if you're looking for real estate investment deals, again, I'm sure you could probably find some out there, but I wouldn't focus your time on it unless you're getting started with real estate investing. So if you're getting started, it can just be it's almost like going to the gym. You get your reps in so that when you actually, are in the match or in the game or whatever, you have everything down and you're well trained. So you could send them emails, you could call them, you could say, take them through the seller interview sheet. Every real estate investor needs a seller interview sheet where you basically have, the property, the condition, the asking price, how soon the seller is looking to sell, things like that. So you can call these for sale by owner people and just go through the list, practice negotiating with them so that when you do actually meet a motivated seller, you're going to be comfortable with that conversation. You're going to know exactly what to do. And I remember we even actually tried some like marketing experiments with them. I think we did like something where we texted like 100 for sale by owner people saying, hey, do you want to list your property? Things like that. But now thinking about it, I should actually probably do that for investment deals. Like, hey, I want to buy the house. What's your best price? Because there's a lot of phone services out there now. And I'm not sure about the do not call lists and things like that. But I would think if a for sale by owner person is putting their phone number out there, you could probably send some type of mass text out there saying, hey, what's the best price you can do? Then maybe if you get like 100 leads, there might be a couple that you could work with. So I hope you like this video. And just to recap, FSBOs, unless you're just trying to, misrepresent yourself or lie about your stats as a real estate agent, it's probably not the best person to market to. The best people to market to are always going to be like the more motivated sellers. So people motivated like eviction, probate, pre-foreclosure, things like that. However, they can be great because since there's so many out there, you can practice negotiating with these for sale by owners and get comfortable on the phone, maybe even get comfortable in person, go to their house so that you're ready once an actual motivated seller lead comes in. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a like, please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.